Okay, chat, okay. I get it. You've been spamming me this whole time. Gigguk has uploaded a new video called Best of Anime 2022, so it's gonna be a banger. You want me to react to it right now? That's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna make it a YouTube video. Hi, people from YouTube. Check out my Twitch, or don't. I don't care. All right, let's watch this video. It's been so long since I've done a Gigguk reaction. I missed this. It's very nostalgic. All right, here we go. This literally came out like not even an hour ago. Not even an hour ago at the recording time.
Start of a new year, but before we say goodbye to 2022 completely, I gotta say, we got some pretty great anime, didn't we?
That's true. That's true. 2022 was a banger when it comes to anime, and garbage when it came to everything else. I'm pretty sure you guys agree with that.
Heavy hitters in almost every genre of anime. Massively anticipated titles finally dropping and having the impact we thought they would. Big franchises continuing into another season and hitting even harder. We even got old franchises getting resurrected and looking better than ever. 2022 was absolutely stacked, but what else happened in the world for us weebs? After 25 years, Ash finally broke his curse by becoming the Pokemon World Champion.
Finally, this loser.
It was like a real sporting event as the world celebrated, allowing him to finally retire at the ripe old age of 11. Italy had a surprising visitor as a certain promiscuous video of Tifa Lockhart was accidentally played at their Senate, prompting the only time you'll ever see Italians more passionate than their pastor when asking for the source. This forever immortalized Tifa in Italy lore, becoming only the second person since Julius Caesar to be violently stabbed at a Senate in Rome. What else was there? I got the climax to the biggest romance arc of my own life. 2022 was a bit of a quiet year in terms of anime news. We didn't get any particularly big shockers or controversies.
Where's my blonde that I can marry, dude? What the hell?
Wildly bad stinkers compared to previous years, but what we got instead was some bloody great anime. This year was brutally hard to narrow down my list of favorites, so I don't spend 2 months making an hour-long video. Normally, I try to omit sequels and continuations unless it does something new or notable for me to talk about, which makes it messy because so many of them did this year. This is going to be the longest list in a while, so I had to be cutthroat if I didn't have much to say. My Hero Season 6 is the best My Hero has been in a long time, but still not quite good enough yet. JoJo had his hype murdered by Netflix, but is still more great JoJo. Bleach's return has been an absolutely incredible sight to witness. I'd forgotten Bleach could get this hype, but the last time I talked in depth about the OG Big 3, this happened. And I don't want to risk that for a video this big. Attack on Titan is also continuing to stamp its mark down on anime history. We got more incredible twists, more incredible hype, more of Eren being like,
"Boss, you killed a child." Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss.
I'm just waiting for it to finally learn what the word final means in final season before I fully pass judgment, which is why I'm glad this next season is called Attack on Titan. Final season. The final edition. Part 1. Let's just get started. But before moving on to all the great shows last year, who doesn't love a good snack while watching some great...
What? What?
Close enough. When I think about watching golf, I think...
Oh my god.
Golf is one of those things I love to play, but when I watch it, you'd have a better chance of waking up a coma patient. So Birdie Wing came in with the monumental task of tackling the impossible problem.
I like that line, I'm gonna steal that.
How do we make golf fun to watch? Gay girls, isn't it? Not golf enough for you? How about we add special golf attacks, golf with guns, an underground golf syndicate with Golf Seto Kaiba in Golf Battle City where golfers have a golf duel to the death. One moment you can be watching a girl driving a ball through a moving train, and the next a dude is being assassinated on highway via a rocket launcher. This anime...
What? I've never wanted to watch golf more in my entire life.
That's as anime gets, and if you're willing to give it a chance, it will golf you so hard you
Yu-Gi-Oh
will be
theme.
into submission.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh so much.
This is a bloody wild ride from start to finish, and by the end of it, you'll be excitedly singing along to the catchy opening every time.
All right, never mind. Oh, the return.
Every season, we get 1 or 2 new anime with the
keep talking about this
concept
opening,
of all
dude.
time. Like they had a dartboard of random ideas that they tried to crash into each other and going, "Hey guys, what if this works?" What's incredible is when it actually does. Panipi Kome, or your boy Ming, yes, that's the official translated title, asks what happens if legendary Chinese tactician Zhuge Liang gets reborn to modern-day Tokyo to become the manager of an EDM idol and leads the girl to stardom using the art of war. It's an absurd idea that looks even more absurd on screen, in, but all it took was one look at the opening for me to go, you son of a bitch, I'm in. It instantly grabs you with this infectious charm and holds on tight. Whether you're seeing a breakdown of how ancient war tactics can be used to gain Twitter followers, or watching a historic Chinese figure spitting some fire bars in a rap battle. I know what you're already jokingly typing. Best rapper since Eminem. Wrong. Yeah, Eminem's alright, but has he ever roasted a dude so hard he fucking dies? You murder with guns. Kong Ming.
Wow.
Emotional
So past the bizarreness, it never forgets the beating heart behind it. Like Kong Ming, we're cheering for every step closer Aiko takes towards stardom. Her journey into music was so well done, you forget the absurdity of the premise. And that's the real heart of this show, because I can't even begin to describe the unbridled satisfaction of cheering for this girl to succeed, and by the end, seeing her move closer to achieving her dream weight. Did I just get tricked into watching an idol anime?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is cool, but have you ever sat there and asked yourself, is there anything we can possibly do to make John Wick even better?
No.
Yeah, girls, innit? Licorice
well,
takes
yeah,
a simple
okay.
approach. You like cute girls, you like guns, we're gonna give cute girls some guns. So what
Cute girls,
happens if you
innit?
have beautifully adorable anime
Oh,
girls
this
into a
anime!
gun-toting spy action thriller? Well, you get something like this.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Somehow we have a show that attempts to straddle the perfect middle ground between moe's slice of life and hardcore action. You have a dark terrorist plotline where the stakes are high, people are getting murdered, there are intense gunfights straight out of a Max Payne game. And then we cut to a scene where the girls are like... This deserves to be on the list, if not for giving us the most precious duo to come out of 2022. But if you're still like, okay, but how is this any better than John Wick? Well, yeah.
If I need your body, I'll fucking...
I have no comment to add to this. Blonde! Sorry.
Marin is still the best girl of 2022. It's not because she reminds me of my wife.
Hey guys, it's your girl. They're the same picture.
No.
This year we were graced with World Cup fever, which was a blessing because we got not one but two great football anime, introducing weebs to the wonderful experience of watching a bit of footy at the pub.
I actually do not like football whatsoever, or soccer if you're...
He's bloody missed it! What a prank! What a...
Awashi was probably the most overlooked sports anime this year. Production IG just
I don't like football,
every freaking time
but
they do
it
a
honestly
sports
does
show,
look
and
good.
This was no exception. Showcasing
Like,
the high
I
quality
saw
they've done before with
Blue
Haikyuu
Lock,
and Kuroko
like...
and bringing that to
Okay, here's a fun fact. I actually hate... Not only do I dislike football, but I hate sports anime with a passion. I just dislike it very, very much. But Blue Lock might be the only one I would ever watch in my life. I've only seen scenes and it looks amazing, but I still haven't watched it. Tell me in the comments if it's really worth it. I'll read all the comments if a lot of people tell me to do it. You know, screw it. I'll do some taboo and watch a sports anime of all things.
Look at this baby shit now. This is real football. None of that friendship bullshit. We're doing a football battle royale where the entire point is being selfish and egotistical.
Awesome.
This broke every cardinal rule previous sports anime had set up and was some of the most fun I had all year. But you know what was more anime than both these anime this year?
Tell me.
The World Cup itself, baby. Upset after upset. We had the hype. We had the drama. We had one of the greatest...
Okay then. Yo!
Stellar
God, I
action,
love the
compelling
OST
plot
from
lines,
Call of the Night, even though it's
all
not the type
reasons
of anime
we
I'd watch.
The anime we do, but I ask you, can a show be worth watching solely for vibes? Yes. Call of the Night is the anime that speaks to the soul of anyone who's ever been a night owl in their lives. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Come on, it's 3 a.m. We're in fucking D-Gen hours now. What are you still doing awake watching YouTube videos?
Yeah, I just like,
Liam,
I don't know.
There's just something comforting about wandering the
I hate getting bored during
in
anime.
the dead of night.
I hate
in
that.
America, and this is the feeling Call of the Night perfectly captures. Cityscapes dazzle you, the empty streets invite you in as the gentle soundtrack soothes you in to the mesmerizing world of nighttime.
I mean, like, it's cool, but that's not what I want in an anime,
This may not
right?
be a show that appeals to the masses, but this was far and beyond the anime I vibed with hardest this
I can
year.
get that.
And sometimes, that's all you need. All right, Liam, that's enough now. It's time to go to sleep, yeah?
All those people who called me a sleepwalker, I woke up. Now I'm going back to sleep.
What? Oh?
Every year, there's always a gem of an anime that gets stripped away of all the potential hype it could have had because it's in the jail of some streaming platform that doesn't promote it. And this year, there was no bigger tragedy than Summertime Render being locked behind Disney+.
Summertime Rendering
with a
is so good.
This show, a dude returns home on an island to attend
It's
a
so
friend's
good.
funeral, but
Thank you for
something's
featuring
off.
it.
People are acting
Oh,
strange.
yes.
Something doesn't quite add up to the
God,
events
the
of his
main
friend's death,
character
but no one wants to
is
talk about
awesome.
it. There's an air
And this
of
blonde is so hot.
Then, before you can even begin to paint a picture of what horrors are really lying underneath, he dies.
God, so good.
That was episode 1. This is the kind of show that pulls you in from its opening episode.
Yeah, the blonde is always barefoot.
Gives us a moment to breathe. It presents you with this intriguing mystery, solves it in 2 episodes, and gives you 10 more, only to do the same thing over again. You're constantly on your toes, and just as soon as you think you've figured out the rules of the game, boom, it hits you with a new twist that changes everything.
And what's the twist?
Breast milk.
It will keep you guessing, keep you thinking, all the way up to
It's
the final
so good.
episode. And the only big criticism I can lay against it is that I need to give Disney my hard-earned money to watch it.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned the door to
You need
darkness?
to do that. I did that. I totally
One
did.
thing I've learned about the anime community is the more popular
Oh.
a show is, the cooler you get for calling it mid. So, here you go. Demon Slayer Season 2 is mid.
I haven't watched
Way
anything
between
since
great
season 1.
and bloody fantastic. And also midway up your mum. It doesn't have the most
Oh!
complex
I don't want to get
characters, it doesn't
spoiled
have the
here.
most original
Can
plots,
we
but
just
whatever
skip?
it
I don't
doesn't
want to get
have, it
spoiled because
makes
I
up
want to
for in
watch this.
pure undisguised
Oh, you know what?
If
Whatever.
actions speak louder than words, Demon Slayer is fucking screaming. The Entertainment District arc reaches an audio-visual experience few anime series can ever match, raising the bar for Studio UFO Table's already insanely high standards. When you tell UFO Table that your amp goes up to 11, they go, yeah, that's cute, and turns theirs up to 30. An adaptation like this shows that even people at the top of their field can strive to improve their craft. Because what they've delivered is an anime with the highest level of spectacle it can get. You hold your breath, waiting for that one climactic moment.
You're gonna tell me it was better than season 1? Like quality-wise? Is that even
Just when
possible?
you think the hype can't get even higher, it smashes past it to a point you ever thought it could go. Your mind goes blank,
Yes,
taking in one
very.
of the most jaw-dropping visual
Really,
spectacles
Chad?
anime has
Oh
ever
my
seen.
god, I see
and
that.
only then, said and done,
How? This anime is the only anime I know that's movie quality. Every single episode.
after all the non-related
how?
blood antics I've seen in anime, I'd almost forgotten what a real
I
family
still
should
haven't
look
watched
like. But thankfully,
this anime.
Spike's family was the wholesome medicine I needed to cleanse my mind once more, even if this family is technically not related by blood. This is the latest in the X series, where weebs can never agree whether the X is silent or not. And then there's this one guy I talked to last year that called this spy multiplied by family. That's not a joke, just Sulaf, if you're watching this, what the fuck, mate? Next time you do that, I'm actually calling the cops. The show was touted to me as a gag anime, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually find it that funny. But that didn't matter because every episode left the biggest smile on my face regardless. Watching Spy X Family reminded me of the types of old school shows I'd watch with my mum and dad on a Sunday evening when we'd spend time with each other. The type of show you'd put on at Christmas that helps bring everyone together. Sometimes it's not about having a super deep interconnected plot line, but a simple story that'll brighten up your day no matter what and help you appreciate the family you have around you.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know if I should watch it.
The legacy of Gundam is one of the most storied and important franchises in all of anime. But with this legacy and the sheer number of iterations preceding it, every new Gundam comes in with the challenge of having to figure out what can this Gundam do that no other Gundam has ever done. Gay girls, innit? Gundam the Witch from Mercury is the Gundam we've needed for the longest time. Something that wipes the slate clean for new fans to be able to jump in while not forgetting why people watched Gundam in the first place. It's hard to do a fresh take on such an old franchise,
It's always
but the
gay
Witch from
girls.
Mercury seems to be doing exactly that. This is no war between nations, but a war between corporations. Here is a world where profit and power reign supreme. Elon Musk is having a wet dream in a corner. The politics of war have been replaced with the politics of companies, proving that corporate drama can be just as gripping if you add the right conflict, because Gundam has never been just about the giant robot fights. Alright, let's talk about the giant robot fights. Giant robot fights are awesome. Studio Sunrise have pulled out all of their expertise to make this the best looking mecha show it can be, from the flashiest battle to the smallest details. I mean, just listen to the sound design. Now, I could have shown you some of its incredible animation or its orgasmic music, but nobody ever thinks about sound design. And if it can get us to notice small things like this, extrapolate that to what that means for the rest of the production values. Let's just forget about the fact that there's no sounds in space though. This is a AAA production from top to bottom, and it isn't afraid to flaunt it every episode. The Witch from Mercury isn't just here to compete with other Gundams. It isn't just here to compete with other mechas. It's here to stand toe to toe with the best things out right now. If you're new to anime here, if you've never seen a mecha in your life and you need a reason to get into giant robots, this is it.
I see. Damn. This does look kind of cool, I have to say. Even though I don't really like mecha, this looks cool. Approved. Oh no. God damn it. I'm gonna get flamed.
Every generation, we get a genre-defining show. One that fans look back on as the pinnacle of the genre at that time. That sold them on what could be so great about it. And I believe that Kaguya-sama has become just that. When I started Kaguya, I thought it was just gonna be some formulaic gag manga. Two people that don't want to confess, they find the most convoluted, roundabout way to avoid confessing, and then they don't confess. But what I didn't initially notice is that even though it seems episodic, every new gag, every new skit adds a little...
Alright, listen guys. Do not flame me for my opinion. I watched one episode and after maybe 5 to 6 minutes, I closed it because I got bored. I'm sorry. Just don't be angry at me. I got bored and I'm not complicated anime-wise. I just hate being bored. I need things to happen. I don't know, I got bored. Well, at least I know that I'm not the only one who thinks that. But hey, maybe if I gave it a proper try, maybe I'd like it more.
Piece by piece, a layer gets added to each character. Each of the
least I could say is the first 5-6 minutes, I hated it.
And before you know it, it feels like this group of dimwits have become your own friends. You start to cherish every single second you get to put the show on. And that's the real magic of Kaguya. Beyond the gags, beyond the antics, it just becomes a joy to spend time with all of them. You fall in love with this ensemble.
Yeah, that's why. That's not my thing.
Follows through and delivers through the
I need like some complicated plot
in one of the most satisfying climaxes you can find in romance. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. These are all generational anime people talk about as the shows that introduced them into anime. But once you get past the shonen mega hits, you'll find these other shows. Fans look back
that was from my favorite ending from Dragon Ball. Junjo, it's called Pure Heart. That's where that scene was from. Yeah, I'm the biggest Dragon Ball fan you've ever seen in your life.
Exactly what generation you're from if K-On! Introduced you to the slice of life moe genre, and years from now, Kaguya-sama is going to be the anime this new generation of fans reminisce about when they talk about how they got into romance anime.
Yeah, that's not my thing at all. I guess that's just... I haven't watched it yet, but it's my next anime. I'm gonna watch it very soon here.
Impossible amount of hype to meet. But did it rise up to the challenge and prove us all wrong with this first season? No. But what we got was still pretty damn good. It's been a long time since I've seen an anime explode onto the scene this hard and this fast. For the inconceivable expectations it had, the craziest thing is that it almost stepped up to the plate to meet them. In the highly popular, highly competitive scene of safe, marketable shonen action shows, it blasted in, gave the middle finger, and went, fuck you, I'm gonna grab some titties. It's savage. It's out there. It's a show called Chainsaw Man, and it gave us a man that's a chainsaw. What the fuck do we have to complain about? The hype this show produced could only ever really be matched by how horny it made the fan base. You got power fans. Now here's their perfect girl. I too like women who don't shower, don't wipe smells, and leave their logs unflushed. Oh, why yes, how could you tell I play Super Smash Brothers? Then you have the Kobeni fans. Oh yes, my waifu is suffering, isn't she so adorable? Then there's Himeno fans. Then there's Makima. Never before has a character been
I just
so
like blondes, dude.
designed,
I'm addicted to blondes.
unequivocally unmatched, so incomparably unparalleled at eliciting the horny. If No Nut November was an impossible dungeon, she would be the final boss standing at the end of it. Every
the blonde
word,
would
every
for me.
action, every line she utters got you going like...
My mind's telling me yes, but my body's telling me
Me when blonde hair and blue eyes.
Except physical, I am a wolf.
The real question at the end of this all is, can MAPPA carry on this insane quality they've given us with this adaptation into future seasons? Because it might not have met the hype this time, but after that last episode, when those final credits rolled, I had one thought that engulfed my mind over everything else. we ain't seen nothing yet.
I see. 4. The hell is this?
If you know me, you know I don't like slice of life. I don't like moe shows. I don't like cute girls doing cute things. So believe me when I say that Bocce the Rock, a moe slice of life show where cute girls do cute things, is something really special. What makes it so special? Gay girls, innit? Wait, not this time. Bocce is a show about this awkward gremlin who joins a band in hopes that she can get over her crippling social anxiety and achieve the popularity she never had. I know what you're thinking. Wait, I've seen this before. It was called Komi-san, or Watamote, or Hitori Bocce. Yes. What sets Bocce apart is just how above and beyond it goes with this animation to convey these she just like me for real moments. Characters go in and off model. Animators just fucking give up at times. People start
Okay, you know
in
what?
and out of
That's
reality.
really cool.
You may or may not have done the
I love
exact same
that.
things that Bocce does, but you feel her in your fucking soul.
この扱いのさ、明日のライブが今から想像できる。
What?
At first I was worried
That
this
is not real! Is that real? Is that from the anime? I need to watch this show. What? I need to
Turns
watch
out
this.
It's a tantric pony in a farm of 100 ponies. When you think you get the joke, when you think you know what's coming, the animators hit
Okay,
you with
that's
something
good
completely
comedy,
new
dude. That
conveys
seems
this
like
terrifyingly relatable feeling
top
in a way
notch.
only animation can do. This made me laugh more than any other show this year. It wasn't gut-busting laughter, it was more like, oh god, I felt exactly the same way. God damn it, Bocce, why are you doing this to me? This is triggering my fight or flight response. Get out of my mind. Get out, get out, get out! Yeah, big mood. If there is a single introvert bone in your body, something in here will drag out a core memory you've buried deep in the recesses of your mind. Like that intrusive thought that hits you at 3 a.m. And god, I didn't even talk about the music! I recently said that this was everything I was hoping
That's the part I don't care about.
Because while yes, a lot of this is slice of life moe, motherfuckers are getting shit done!
That's the part I'd get bored at, if I'm being completely
These girls
honest.
don't be fucking around when it comes to their music. They have their goals and are gonna go out and achieve it. Bocce may not be able to form a coherent conversation, but every little step she takes to overcoming that, every time she stepped up and tears it up on stage, made me want to jump up and go, yes! That's my girl! This was my biggest surprise of 2022, bar none. In a season of heavy hitters, Bleach, Chainsaw Man, Spy X Family, Bocce the Rock awkwardly waltzed in, grabbed the mic and went...
Oh, I thought that was you guys donating. Number 3!
Cyberpunk
Yes.
2077 has gone down as one of the most disastrous launches in gaming
I watched
history.
it.
Years of anticipation and build-up led
Oh,
to the release
yes.
of a broken, unfinished game that would
It
take
was
an equal
so
amount of years
good.
to fix all the bugs that it had.
It was obvious how it was gonna
2077
end,
became a
though,
joke, a meme among the gaming community about how not to launch a game, and the biggest praise I can give to Cyberpunk Edge runners is that it was so good. The anime almost made everyone forgive what happened to the game.
So good. So good. God, I love this
Out of
anime
nowhere,
so
this
much.
dropped Introduced weebs to the insane.
It makes me
world
want to
of
play
Night
the
City.
game, which
We
I
weren't
bought
given
but never
another
played.
Squeaky clean, safe anime. This was some hardcore, dick and butt, hyper violent, I fucked your mom kind of show. God damn, was it awesome! It hits you with the story going at full throttle from episode 1 and never takes its foot off the gas. You'll look for a moment to pause and catch your breath, and while you're waiting, you'll realize the credits to the final episode are rolling. This was the anime Studio Trigger were born to make that nobody realized they wanted until
So
now.
true.
Even for
So-
a team of decorated veterans
so
in the
true.
industry, this felt like they had upped their game. They felt refreshed, revitalized, every scene oozing with style, every frame burning with the passion of everyone working on it. And it's impossible for this excitement not to get transferred over to the viewer. This is how you do a video game tie-in, and all it took was emotionally scarring the collective Cyberpunk community with a single song.
Yeah, the soundtrack, dude. Oh, God. Yes! Yes!
When Mob Psycho Season
God!
3 was announced, I remember
Yes!
saying to myself,
I love Mob
we don't
Psycho,
need another
dude.
season of Mob.
What a brat!
It was
Season 2 was an
so
action-packed
good.
masterpiece, combining some of the best animation you could
love
ever
Mob
find
Psycho,
with
dude.
masterful
W.
character writing
Big
the series
W.
didn't have before. And while I don't think Season 3 reached those same heights, it was one that was surely needed. This closed the final chapter to Mob's character and everyone around him. In a sense, this felt like a season-long epilogue. While
Yeah.
I wondered where the story could go after Season 2 cleared up all its plot points and defeated the big evil, Season 3 took a step back and went, how do we give these characters the send-offs they deserve? Reagan, the man so full of bullshit he can sell Hamon to a Stan user, ends the series in the most honest way possible. Dimple, Ritsu, Hanazawa, and most importantly Mob, for all the flashy fight scenes, it showed that its true heart lies in the characters. It taught us how to accept ourselves through the eyes of Mob's journey and ended his story in the most perfect way possible.
It really was a good ending.
Can finally take a bow for the work they've done here. From start to finish, Mob has felt like a passion project that has pushed the boundaries of animation to its limits and beyond. This is the kind of adaptation everyone only dreams of. And now that we're saying goodbye, whatever your favorite season was, it's hard not to feel like all of Mob Psycho has cemented itself as a modern classic we won't ever forget.
Oh yeah, I'm so sad it's over. But yeah, that should have been 1. What's number 1?
Now then, she won't be lonely so soon. Until the soul comes around again.
Maiden Abyss!
Movie,
oh, I've heard so much about Maiden Abyss because I have a cousin who, it's his favorite manga ever.
To come out
Maiden Abyss. I haven't watched the anime because I'm told that.
I know to expect coming out feeling a bit sad, but sometimes I encounter
that the anime doesn't live up.
That leaves me with an emotion.
But I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Utterly indescribable, and that's how Maiden Abyss season 2.
I love the concept. I really want to get into it.
It's been 5 years since the first Maiden Abyss.
I really want to. It seems like a masterpiece.
We know this isn't a cutesy, happy show. Bad things happen. People, probably children, are going to suffer, and you're going to need a good hug by the end of it all. And even knowing this, I was not prepared for the experience this was gonna give me. This is no longer simply just a sad show or a dark show.
But I've heard that it doesn't live up.
You go down deep and maybe you encounter a really dangerous animal or some crazy evil person, but now the terrors you encounter cease to follow any logic you're familiar with. We wander around in this non-Euclidean world where the laws of the universe are governed by different systems. The mysteries of the world refuse to give up its secrets. Eldritch horrors lurk around every corner, and your mind can only attempt to comprehend the nightmares you uncover behind them. Maiden Abyss 2 contains some of the most haunting things I've ever seen in anime, but none of it was because of some simple violence or gore, but ideas and imagery that disturbs me to my core. Yet somehow through all this, there's a gentleness to its story. For all its terror, this is a hauntingly beautiful tale. It gives you hope.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Then smashes it all away, terrifies you without scaring you, and hits you with a soundtrack that makes your soul just wail.
Consider me interested.
I had an incredibly hard time picking my favorite anime this year. Any one of the top 6 could have taken the spot, but the reason I settled on Maiden Abyss is because it's given me an experience like no other. Unlike everything else I've talked about today, this has grown beyond something I would wholeheartedly recommend. In the same way, I don't really recommend a movie like Requiem for a Dream, because it's not something you go into to enjoy, but if you're brave enough, it's an unfathomably powerful experience that will haunt you for years to come.
Beautiful.
Maiden Abyss allows you to find beauty in the horrific, hope in the despair. You watch this nightmare unfold through an ethereal lens. It rips your heart to shreds, then gives you a warm hug and tells you everything's gonna be alright. You go on this ride that
for
tears
people in
your
the
soul
comments,
apart,
tell me if
smiling at the other end, and only after it's all over,
the information I have is correct
to process the
about the original material being
is there only one
infinitely
word
better. That's what I heard.
It's all. Wow.
Doesn't seem like it. It seems good, but I haven't seen much, so I can't judge myself, I'm afraid. Well, that was beautiful.
Hey guys, hope you're having
Hi! Well, thanks for watching. If you want me to react to some of those videos, you know, just hit me up on my Twitch or on my Discord. I stream on Twitch every day! Link below!